Hey guys, welcome back to this Flutter app development series where we are making that wallpaper app which no one wants. In the last video, I finally implemented the core functionality of this app, which is to actually set selected wallpaper. And for that, I used Cache Manager, Image Cropper, and Wallpaper Manager packages. If you haven't seen that video, go check that out first. So from the last few videos, I have been overlooking at the UI and just jamming in functionality in this app, which is not a bad thing to do, but I think that this might be making this series a little boring to watch. So in this video, I've decided to implement dark theme for this app. Now this will not be the last video in which we will talk about dark theme, but by the end of this video, we would have a proper framework in place which will allow us to switch between light and dark themes. So let's get started. If you don't already know, Material app has a property called dark theme where you can specify the theme data for your dark theme mode. Theme data already provides a default dark and light theme out of the box, and I'll be using the same for this video. So dark theme property will be theme data.darktheme. Similar to this, I'll replace the theme property with theme data.light. And then there is a property called theme mode for which you can use the enum theme mode. If I set this to theme mode.dark and save this code, you can see that the app changes to a dark mode. And if I change it back to theme mode.light, it will again switch back to light mode. From this, we can conclude that to switch themes, we will have to change value of this theme mode. Now to do that, you might think of using a set state. But that will not work here because this Material app is written as a stateless widget. You might get around this by using a stateful widget for Material app, but it is not the best solution because it will only work if you change the theme from the same state. One way to solve this problem is by using block pattern, but block is a little complex topic for beginners to understand. So to keep things simple, I'll use something known as value listenable builder. If you don't know what value listenable builders are and how they work, check out my video on that topic. Link will be in the description. But to explain in short, value listenable builders are a way for us to listen to changes in value of a specific object. So for theme switching, we will listen to changes to an object which will store the current theme mode of this app. As the first step, I want to remove this myApp class completely and return Material app from build method of myHomepage class. So before that, I'll extract this whole scaffold into a method called buildScaffold. Now let's cut this Material app code and paste it in the build method of myHomepage state class. And I'll replace the home property with this buildScaffold method. For the title, we can now use widget.title instead of this hard-coded value. And now we can remove this myApp class completely. In the run app of main function, instead of calling myApp, I will now call myHomepage with the title property as that wallpaper app. And now if I save this code, our app should still work the same. So next, let's create a new file called theme_manager.dart. In this file, I'll create a new class called theme manager, and theme manager will extend value notifier of type theme mode. For value notifier and theme mode, I'll import material.dart package. So theme manager will be a singleton class, which means there will only be a single instance of that class. Now there are many ways to create a singleton class in Dart, but I'll use the method that is most logical to understand. So first, we need a constructor for this class. As this is a singleton, the constructor should not be accessible from outside the class. So for that, I'll create a constructor called _internal. And as an input parameter, this will take a theme mode. Name of this constructor does not really matter, but make sure that it starts with underscore. Underscore indicates that this is private and should not be accessible from outside the class. Now we don't have to do anything special in this constructor apart from calling the constructor of base class. So I'll call super by passing in the theme mode. Next, we need a static instance of this class, which will be the singleton object. I'll name this one as _theme manager. Again, this needs to be private. and I'll initialize it with thememanager.internal. So this will create and store reference to the singleton object. For the theme mode, I'll use thememode.light. This will decide the initial theme of our app. Next, I'll create a static getter called notifier, which will return the reference to singleton object. We will need this getter to access current state of theme manager from anywhere in our app. And finally, we need a static method called setTheme, which will take a theme mode as input and then it will set it as the current value of theme manager. And that is it for this class. I'll add some comments here so that it will be easier for us to understand in future what all this means. Now let's go back to the main.dart file. Here, I'll first wrap the material app widget with a value listenable builder. Value listenable builder needs two required properties. First one is value listenable and second one is a builder. Basically, this will keep listening for changes to value listenable object and will call builder function if the value of that object changes. So the value listenable in this case will be thememanager.notifier, which internally just returns the singleton object. To use theme manager, we will need to import thememanager.dart. Now let's add the builder property. This will be a function which takes three parameters: context, value and child. Here, value will be of type theme mode because the value listenable object extends value notifier of type theme mode. The third argument that you see here is a way for us to avoid rebuilds of parts of the widget tree that is not going to change when value listenable changes. I'll rename value to theme mode so that it becomes easier to understand. And from this builder, I'll return this material app. Now all these properties will remain as they are, but we will have to just change theme mode property depending on the current value of theme mode. And next, I'll set child property of value listenable builder as build scaffold. So the scaffold will just build once and will be passed as a third argument to this builder function. So we can replace the call to build scaffold from home property with child widget. And that is it for value listenable builder. Now anytime we call setTheme of theme manager, this builder will rebuild the material app with changed theme mode. So now to change the theme mode, I'll go to build scaffold method. Here in scaffold widget, I'll add action property, which is just a list of widgets that gets displayed at the right side of app bar. Here I'll add one icon button with its icon property set as brightness icon. And for the on pressed, I'll add a function. Now inside this function, I'll call thememanager.setTheme and pass in thememode.dark as input. Now if we save this code, we will get the icon button. And if I click on it, the theme of this app will change to dark theme. So this means the value listenable builder is working as designed. But the problem is, if I click on this button again, theme will not switch back to light. For that, we'll have to check the current theme mode of theme manager and then set the opposite theme mode. To get current theme mode, we can call thememanager.notifier.value. So I'll compare this to thememode.dark and then decide which theme mode to pass into setTheme. If you want, you can create a new static method for theme manager called getCurrentThemeMode, which will directly return the value of notifier. So now if I save this code and click on icon button again, the theme will change to light theme. And that is how you can easily implement dark theme and light theme switcher without having to write a lot of code. If you want, you can add the same action property to scaffold of category wallpaper class too. We'll just have to import thememanager.dart at the top and it will work. Basically, you can call setTheme from anywhere in your app and this should work fine. Right now, the state of theme mode is transient and will get reset when your app relaunches. It is easy to make it persistent and we'll see how to do that in the next video. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications to get updated when that video is available. If you like this video, hit that like button, maybe check out some other videos on this channel, and I'll hope to see you in the next one.